Welcome clients and guests to my channel. I'm Jason Serro and I'm a licensed professional counselor. My videos are designed to educate and empower you to make informed decisions about your mental health.
Hey guys, Therapist Jay here. People with RSD often equate attention from others with how much you care for them. So in other words, it's black and white, all or none thinking usually, where the person with RSD thinks, if you don't respond to me immediately, there must be something wrong with me, or I must have done something wrong. If I don't hear from you in 3-4 hours, that's it. Our friendship must be over. So it's this kind of extreme reaction to what could be a simple explanation like you got caught up at the grocery store, or there was an accident and you couldn't use your phone because of whatever reason. And people often interpret as this singular cause. It must be something that I did, and they internalize it and don't really include alternative possibilities that could have happened.
Hey guys, Therapist Jay here. Having a negative mental filter means that you perseverate over one negative detail. You probably put 100% of your energy towards the 10% that was negative and 0% of your energy towards the 90% that was positive. And you're probably a yeah butter. So an example would be you think you want to change a situation when someone gives you a solution and you just say yeah but, and you really don't take into account what their solution is. A productive thought would be more like, I'll give it another shot because the circumstances are different now. So get rid of that yeah but and try to always include alternative possibilities and alternative solutions. Hey guys, Therapist Jay here. Overgeneralization is when you take a single negative event and you now make it an invariable rule, where it now becomes the rule forever. And you'll use words like always and never in your language. And one solution to that is to become more aware of what you're thinking and more aware of the impact of your emotional response to that thought. So is it a one-off situation that is happening that has turned out to be a pretty lousy experience? Or is it really 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times of the same experience? That's a little different. But overgeneralization is more about you taking that one time and now making it a rule forever. Hey guys, Therapist Jay here. Discounting the positive is where you reject positive experiences by insisting they don't count. Your personal achievements, your success, it's all overlooked and they're basically denied. You focus more on what your weaknesses and failures are as opposed to what went well and what your strengths are, what you're really good at. So let's say, for example, you scored a 90 on a test and you totally discount the 90 and say anything less than a 100 was a complete failure. So a more productive thought would be, I studied really hard, I gave a lot of effort, this class is really challenging to me, and I'm not quitting, I'm pretty resilient, and a 90 is pretty damn good. Hey guys, Therapist Jay here. Magnification is when you exaggerate the importance of your problems and weaknesses and you minimize your qualities and strengths. And so for example, let's say you post some pictures on social media and friends and family like them, but you point out that one of your outfits didn't match and you really don't like that and you think you're pretty stupid for not catching the fact that your clothes don't match in this picture. A productive thought would be, my fashion sense is actually pretty good, and I even receive compliments on the very outfit that I am criticizing myself about. And in relationships, you'll often find someone who will perseverate on one single thing or one single event when the couple is talking about multiple issues, but this person just keeps going back and keeps hammering that one point. They're magnifying their lens on that one issue. Hey guys, Therapist Jay here. Jumping to conclusions is when you have a negative interpretation, when there are no facts to support your conclusion. And it has two aspects to it. And the first one is mind reading. And mind reading is when you arbitrarily conclude that someone is reacting negatively to you without checking in on it. And the second part is what we call fortune telling. And that's when you make a forecast that everything will turn out badly when there is no evidence to support such a claim. So for example I'm really gonna bomb this interview today. And a productive thought would be, I'm as prepared as I possibly could be, so I'm gonna go and give it my best effort. Hey guys, Therapist Jay here. Emotional reasoning is when you assume that your negative emotions reflect the way things really are. So for example, you may say, I feel terrified about going on an airplane. It must be dangerous to fly. When in fact, the evidence to support that would be, it's extremely rare to die of a plane accident. Another example is, I feel guilty. I must be a rotten person. The other part to that would be the reframe where I have a conscience. If I'm able to feel guilt, it actually is a guide for me to kind of check my own behavior. Hey guys, Therapist Jay here. Should statements are where you have expectations for yourself or for someone that something should go a certain way or have a certain outcome or a specific outcome. You make should statements that allude to punishing yourself, like, I should have done that, I'm such an idiot. You put unreasonable demands and pressure on yourself, which can make you feel guilty that you failed. So an example might be like, I shouldn't have eaten 3 donuts today. I feel fat and gross. So a more productive thought would be, next time I'll make a healthier choice because I know I get better energy when I eat healthier and make better food choices. Hey guys, Therapist Jay here. Labeling is when you assign negative titles to yourself, like you call yourself a loser, a fool, a failure, you're a jerk. You may also label other people those things and some other things. When someone does something you don't like, you may call them an asshole. Asshole then represents them entirely as a human being, as opposed to it being them doing something specifically you didn't like. You see them as 100% bad. So an example is, my boss is a real bozo for making my coworker feel like an idiot in the meeting. He's a horrible human being, or she's a horrible human being. A productive thought would be that they definitely put their foot in their mouth, but they did apologize, and it's the first time in 5 years I've ever seen such a mistake like that before. Hey guys, Therapist Jay here. Personalization and blame is when an uncontrollable event occurs and you hold yourself personally responsible for it. You blame others or your circumstances for your problems, and you overlook the reasons that may be contributing to the problem. So for example, you're a parent and you receive a note from your child's teacher that they're failing a class, and you only think about what a shitty parent you are. This confirms what a shitty parent I am. A productive thought would definitely be, we come up with a plan to correct the problems to bring up the grade. Another example would be, the reason my marriage is failing is because my spouse is so bad at communicating. A more productive thought would be, we both need to work on better ways to communicate.